Hello there, this is William from Wusik, and this is Wusik SQ480, and it's a different type of digital audio workstation. And let me turn the monitor here. Okay, so I'm going to show the different stuff that I have added lately, and if you want to check more about it, you can check it on the other videos. And I created more templates for it, including some vintage templates. I have improved the graphics a bit in a few areas too. We also have the CRT retro template. And I was working on the recording, undo and redo part. We already have undo and redo on some other areas, but now we also have on recording. The plugin scan is also working correctly, and there's a lot of stuff under the hood that's already working. So just I'm going to open the options for a track. So this is track number 1, and I'm going to select a MIDI device here for MIDI output. Soon I'm going to add a VST plugin support to it. I already have the scanning working. Just have to now start loading plugins, but for now it's just the device. Let me see if I can see that the MIDI true is enabled. You can see that it's blinking there, but I'm not hearing anything. So let me try to use channel 10, so it's the drums, so it's a bit louder. Yeah, somehow my computer is not outputting the Microsoft Wavetable Synth sound, but it should be working. So let me open my menus here and check my track. Auto arm recording selected, so now we have the arm option to arm multiple tracks, or just the auto arm, which is going to record the current one. So it's not... okay, I know what it is. I have to change this. So it's now the default and the MIDI input device. So now I should be able to hear it. Oh, this track doesn't have any MIDI device set, so let me set. Okay, now it's working. It's just the MIDI setting was wrong, because I changed my MIDI configuration and I forgot to enable this keyboard again. It's just a small problem when changing and removing MIDI interface, but it's not a big deal. So let me record something. Forgot to set it to auto. So now I can undo and redo if I want the changes. Let's say I'll record something on top of this. So now I have the two recordings there. And I can undo all the way back, so it's working. And I can also adjust the volume for this track. So if I want to adjust the MIDI volume, so I can say here, use the volume, yes, for the MIDI output. So I can lower the volume a bit. That's too much. It's showing decibels, but it's going to lower the MIDI events instead. So it's now much lower, or I can also raise the velocity. Yeah, just a bad playing, but you get the idea. Oh, I forgot to talk about the videos. They are going into random mode, just so I could test the animation. And it has a peak button too, so this is random. It's not any audio or anything. But soon it's going to be just reflect the audio, and you're going to be able to select how you want the attack and decay of the needles or the LEDs if you want. And you can also adjust the menus. So I can go to menus customization, sorry. And I can go top here, so I can remove the analog if I want. I can also remove the media activity if I'm not using. Let's say I don't want the tempo there too, I can remove it. So I can adjust what I want to see there. And here on the measures, I can also click and remove the fine measures icons, or just have a number instead. And the numbers are really going at 60 frames per second, so it's going really fast. I usually don't use anything in there because I really don't need it, but if you want, you can have it. And then screen's flashing a bit, you can turn it off too. It's flashing on the tempo. So let me go back. I also improved the graphics of the clips and everything related. I can also remove the measures in vertical and the horizontal to get a cleaner look. I like this a bit better, to be honest. And you can also change the sequencer metronome sound if you want. I really like the default one. Okay, so I added the ARM options, I changed all the icons, I created some other templates for the screen. I think the Chrome 4 and Vintage 2 are the last one that I created. This is a much brighter one, if you like more brightness. And I personally like the dark ones because I stay on a computer all day, so my eyes get very tired very fast. And if you want, you can adjust the brightness if you want to make it crazy bright. But usually I just use like that. And of course, there's a lot of stuff for the CRT mode, and we had some other things too. The menu customization, the keyboard shortcuts, which you can also trigger by MIDI, any shortcut. Soon I'm going to be working on the macros, and also soon I'm going to be working on the clips, volumes, fade in and fade out, including for VST instruments and MIDI. In case of MIDI, it's going to just adjust the MIDI velocity, or in case of the plugins, it's going to adjust the output volume, but separated from the actual track volume. So it's very handy. It's something I miss on some programs. Oh, my neighbors are going crazy right now. I also updated the icons here, the sequencer, piano roll, mixer, and file browser. I still have to start working on that. It's a lot of stuff, but I'm getting there. The menu can be hidden, so you have more room for icons open here, but you can also set it to always show if you want. And keyboard works for everything. At least I plan on adding keyboard support for everything possible. And I can press X to show more of the track here name while hiding the icons. You can also adjust which icons you want in there. Let's say I don't plan on using multi-track recording, and if I want I just can go back and put it back. But let's say I go to track menus, ARM record I'm not going to use, the track editor also not going to be using, just the solo and mute, because I just use the letter O on the keyboard to open the track options. And even if I forget, I just can go to track options. Oh, okay, so it's letter O, and everything else is in there. Remove, deselect, volume, instrument, ARM recording, and the auto recordings down here. And also going to add, there is already support for plus and minus to adjust the track volume manually without having to open the mixer or anything like that, and using the keyboard, of course. But I haven't added the support for that yet, but soon it's going to be there. And here, these tools here also can be changed. I can even go as far as removing everything. So it's track menus, so remove all is letter A, and now I just can go and press I to insert. Let's say I want the tempo in there instead. I want to add a space so it doesn't go too near the end there. And I can also insert other stuff in there. Let's say, what else? MIDI activity? No, I don't use the MIDI activity. But the new track I want in there for sure. Oops, I deleted the wrong one. Let me add again. Time, microseconds, milliseconds, sorry. Then space, a lot of space, so it goes in there. Because why not? So I can adjust it and make it any way I want. I deleted again by mistake. I don't think I added an undo for that yet, but that's okay. It's not something very important. So we have the file stuff here, the settings, save as. The settings has a lot of options in it, so you can check it out. The help, I'm still working on the help, but there's a lot of stuff already done. The transport, I have added a lot of options to it too, and also to the views. I can reset brightness in case I accidentally made it too bright and I forgot how to adjust there. Just come here. Then I can also change the grid measures from there as well, but you just can press G and it's going to open the grid measures, allow it to change whatever you want in there. But the one that I like the most is the option of the clip only, and select which track is going to reset the clip only. So let's say I put on track 1 and put the reset measures to yes. Now the track 1, every time a new clip starts, oops, wrong track, is going to reset the number here on top and also make a line. So I can use a track just to adjust that in a very easy way. So I can put like, let's say drums, and divide the clips in a way that I can easily see what's going on. So if I do a break, like say I do a break in here, and when I come back, so let me go back here. You can see that it's going to restart again. Then I can go here and restart again. So it's very handy. I really like this option. For me, this alone is just a really game changer for me personally. So okay, I think that's it. I already talked about the other stuff. There's a lot of stuff for the display alone, for the CRT mode, and how the graphics are presented, and how you can change a lot of stuff. For instance, recently I added colors and custom colors, so I can change the colors here without changing the palette. I don't know how to say that. Color palette file, palette. I really don't know how to pronounce that. Should check it out, but forgot. But you can adjust the colors from there. So let's say you want a template that uses the same color file, the chromed file, which is in here. You can see here chromed file. But I want to change the custom colors for it. So let's say I want the mouse color to be red. So it's going to be red. You can see it's very red. Or I can go back to using the palette file. Palette. I really don't know how to pronounce that. So you can see that everything's in here, including the view meters. View meters, they are here too. So the top view meters, the green, the yellow, and the red. So it's the normal, near peak, and peak. So let's say I want the view meters to be a different color, to be more yellowish, like that. So I can change there. Can set white to black, or just adjust the volumes here. The values in here. Oops, alpha is the transparency. Or go back to the palette. I really have to check that out. There's some other things that I added, like the display tint, but it works mostly for the CRT mode, because right now I'm using the I'm using the bitmap mode instead, so it's not going to change the bitmaps, just the colors. What else? The audio media, the plugin manager is working correctly, and it's really great because it opens on an external process. So if the plugin crashes, it doesn't crash the program, and you'll have to restart every time. So it's much faster. So I already scanned a few plugins here. So instruments, effects. And if I quit my project, it's going to free all the project resource, and I'm ready to just close the program. So okay, that's it. Just a quick video of the new stuff. Don't forget to check the other videos where I'll talk more about the other features. So that's it. Thanks for watching.